Hello and welcome to The Tech Boy, This Week in Tech Podcast. Hello everybody. So yes, I'm in the new studio. Oops, I used the sentence or so, whatever. Alright, so I'm in a new studio. Well, it's the same room, but different studio. But we're going to get right into this because we have plenty to react to. We got to talk about this barcode scanner. We got to talk about tech articles from Twitchy, notthebee, and Babylon Bee, iPhone 14 video. We're going to be reacting to that. We're going to be reacting to some new juicy terms, like I did last time, 4 months ago in June. Let's see if I can win this time. You know, maybe some of those terms might come up again, so I might know this. But the first thing is we're going to show off the Got Questions Bible app and how it's actually useful. I dove into it, and it's actually more useful than it seems. So as I pull this up, hopefully you guys will be able to see it. And while I'm putting the pin, do you guys use Got Questions, the Bible app on the website? So we got questions here, right? And he says, oh, it just looks like a regular version of the website. But no, there's a search bar. You can search for stuff. It saves history, so it has all your regular search history here. And then you can go to here and just scroll through, just type a random question. And then these buttons here where you can bookmark something, which will save it this way. And then this one you can share. All right. Now, if you see the hamburger menu here, you can swipe this way. Okay. Wait. Sorry. You can just click that hamburger menu. You got search recently viewed random articles, and you can ask a question. So, interesting app from Got Questions, highly recommend it. Now on to our next topic, which will be reacting to some AI-generated art. So, pull that up. Hopefully you can see. Here it is.
Hello, I'm Benjamin Aaron Shapiro, and it gives me the unbelievable pleasure to welcome you to the first ever AI painting series. Today, we'll be doing some fantastic AI-generated artwork inspired by the deep recesses of my brain. Guys, do I have to talk like this? Seriously, like the whole video? Behold the power of technology. Okay, so
let's get started.
Let's enter some prompts and see how good this AI thing really is. I've been told it's going to replace all of us.
Okay. I don't know what software they're using, so.
Don Lemon. Sadly departed Don Lemon. But can we make him happy again? So let's do Don Lemon wearing...
Is that a Mac keyboard?
A lemon costume. Picking lemons. Sounds like a happy Don Lemon. So let's see how that ends up. Oh goodness! Wow, he does look happy.
Interesting.
Particularly in that third picture. And he starts off and he's kind of happy, but he's against the green screen. And then he's like he's out having a good time with the lemons. He missed his calling. This should have been his life.
You have to make these decisions because this is your world.
He should have been like the Willy Wonka of the orchard. That'd have been good. Good job, AI. Good job. Okay, we're gonna do Justin Trudeau being pushed on a swing by Fidel Castro, his father. I like what's happening right now, AI. One of them that looks like
art style here. So you get 4 panes. That's pretty good art. Looks like it's painting.
It's actually Fidel on the swing. That third one is so good. I love that. And he's so happy, Justin Trudeau. the happiest he's ever been.
Art is one of those things that should make you happy. If it makes you happy,
Kamala
then it's
Harris
good.
laughing as she rides an electric school bus across a Venn diagram. She's like living her dream right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen Kamala Harris happier than she is right here. That is a lady who loves electric school buses, man. She loves them.
How do you know that bus is electric, though? It looks like a bus that went, sorry, backwards in time, to be honest.
Like, woo! Actually, she's more like... That's kind of, yeah. She loves those buses, man. Wow. Grumpy Pete Buttigieg as a train engineer. That's very good.
That really makes a lot of hard work worthwhile.
Oh my gosh, they put the gay flag on him? That's amazing. Wow.
He's like, I like trains and I'm gay.
That was his entire pitch, actually. I like trains and I'm gay was his pitch. Yeah, this is good. Well done, AI. Excellent. Jay Powell setting money on fire. There you go. Jerome Powell setting money on fire. Well, here's the thing, folks. Jerome Powell may be setting your money on fire, which is a reason why you should diversify. Donald Chin's comment all day. It's easy to become sunburn oil dairy.
Yes.
This is quite good. Okay.
What is that? I don't know what
Wow,
it is.
too real AI. Wow, too real. That's a creepy movie right there. Anthony Fauci as Dr. Frankenstein reanimating the corpse of Joe Biden.
Fauci's Frankenstein.
Yeah, I don't know why they reversed it. AI is getting it wrong. Interesting, because AI doesn't understand the difference between Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. I assume that the internet is stupid, and so the internet doesn't understand the difference between Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. That's creepy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no one likes that.
That
That's
is
terrible.
creepy.
I mean, either of those people or the pictures. Nancy Pelosi as the clown from It holding a red balloon. All right. I mean, again, AI making her sufficiently terrifying. That only slightly less terrifying than she is in actual life, Nancy Pelosi, actually. Like in this picture, she's just like a clown who's going to threaten children from the sewers. In real life, she just wants to abort like all the babies. So there's that. It's a look. It's a look. Okay. Dylan Mulvaney storming the beaches of Normandy.
Yes.
Holding a Bud Light can is going to be really good. Ah, so much bravery. Truly, like the Battle of Normandy, that bravery. Unbelievable.
Very, very strong.
Sponsored by Bud Light. Good stuff. Lizzo shaking Jabba the Hutt's hand in a formal business agreement. Oh. Civilizo. Oh.
What?
Oh my god.
Wow, they've actually got Lizzo bigger than Jabba. Wow.
No painting would be complete without an almighty mountain.
Wow. Wow, AI. Not kind. Not kind, AI. I shall be you mine. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Bottom left is amazing. Wow. She just signed up Jabba as a fat influencer. It's amazing. The top right is super good. Ah, these are pretty good. Pete Davidson dating Helen of Troy. That doesn't look like Pete Davidson.
Oh, look at that saga. Isn't that pretty?
Like, maybe that's how women think Pete Davidson looks. Like, apparently, men supposedly get beer goggles. Women have, like, Pete Davidson goggles. Or something. I can't explain it. Because then I talk to, like, all the women I know, and they're like, yeah, Pete Davidson, don't understand it. So I guess it only applies to supermodels or something. But yeah, I guess that's how Pete Davidson looks to all the supermodels. Karine Jean-Pierre as Pinocchio. How do you make Karine Jean-Pierre as Pinocchio, but you don't do anything with their nose? Bad job, AI.
Yeah, come on.
Looks like she's dressed up like Uncle Sam or something. I don't know. Yeah, now she's in the circus. Barack Obama taking a selfie in the middle of the apocalypse. Well, here I am, in the middle of the apocalypse. Wearing a tansu. Only thing I did wrong. I didn't cause this apocalypse. It was you.
I think that's your best impersonation, man.
I like my Obama, yeah. It took years to get it down. Let's be clear. Let me be clear. Are we done, or are there any other things we wanted to hear?
What?
Hello? Oh, that's going to be another hour, probably.
And with that, I think we better have a finished painting.
Okay, so yeah, this one's gonna be cut up a little bit. But on to our next story. I promise we're going to try to keep this upbeat. Our next story. Oh, yeah, we're going alright, so we talked about Explore Flix, and someone wrote us and asked us how to transfer files by a phone to PC. So let's show you guys. Alright, so first of all, it's good old-fashioned USB. You can plug your phone into a PC using good old-fashioned USB, and that should work. Of course, you have to make sure that you allow access to your files throughout the phone settings in the notification panel. You can use Quick Share on Samsung phones because the person specifically asked us for Samsung. It's in the Share panel, so it's the 3 dots, and then it says Quick Share. Microsoft Phone Link, that's also this software right here. You just have to set it up, pair it with your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, make sure you have the app. It's pre-installed on Samsung phones, but you have to download it on other phones, such as iPhones and non-Samsung Android phones. BlackBerry and Symbian users are not supported on this device. Alright, and Explore Flix is a Christian movie streaming site. Explore Flix promotes good Christian values, has good content and gameplay in picture-in-picture. Unfortunately, there is no app. It's still in beta. It does not as much content. But the people reminded me to tell you guys that it's still in beta mode and they'll be adding content over the time. But the content that they do have is some kids content, The Chosen, and some original content. The kids content kind of lags, but they have original content in The Chosen to keep there. Right now, it's $9.99 a month. Read the full article to find out if you sit back. Cleveland low-key tries to guess Gen Z slang no cap, which is an annoying title for a video. All right, here we go.
I want to take a look at Gen Z, and they're going to send me some phrases that these savages use, and I'm going to try and guess what...
Savages? I'm shocked. That's not right.
These phrases, these primitive phrases that Gen Z...
Primitive? Okay, he's probably right about that.
Is using mean, and in order to do this, I will be wearing an old straw hat and sitting in a rocking chair on my porch. These kids today are talking funny. So we're going to do this. So let's get started. They're going to put these phrases up, and I'm going to guess what they mean, and we'll see if we can somehow communicate with these poor people who haven't grown old enough to know anything. No cap.
Okay, that means no lie.
No cap obviously means, where's my cap?
Stop the cap.
My hat. Now, I have no idea what that means. I like the pronunciation guide, no cap. The only thing I can think this means is that when somebody says, to you, I just scored 3 goals in a row in soccer, you say, no cap, because it's much more, I know how polite Gen Z people are. What does it mean?
Jeez. Sorry, choked on something there.
No cap. The expression no cap is slang meaning no lie. So I was actually right, or for real, often used to emphasize someone is not exaggerating about something hard to believe. What's the etymology of that, though? Is it no crap? I don't, gee, that was a guess. I actually got that right.
He accidentally got it right, didn't he?
Let's see another one. Chuggy.
What in the name of... What? Chuggy? Chuggy. Oh. I don't know, rich or something? What do I look like? A Gen Z or something to you?
We've really discovered a primitive backward tribe here with a very strange language. Chuggy. Chuggy. I think it is the Zoomer translation of Hamlet, right? Chuggy or not Chuggy.
To be or not to be.
That is the chuggy. I have no idea. What does chuggy mean? Chuggy is a slang adjective mocking someone or someone as uncool. They're out of touch.
The word chuggy is uncool because it's not a word.
Touch with current trends or trying too hard to be trendy. Similar slang terms are basic.
She participates in TikTok trends when they are already weeks old. How long does the trend last? My goodness.
or normie, where chuggy is often used ironically. My mother is so chuggy, she participates in TikTok trends when they're already weeks old. Oh my God, what a snotty bunch of crappy kids. Just smack them. Hey, I'll show you chuggy. You little, I'll hit you with my cane. All right, another one. Drip. It got to be, you're a drip, right? I mean, it's got to be the same old thing. No, a drip is like you're a nerd.
Ew.
When you've got the drip or are dripping, it means in slang that your look or style is extremely fashionable. Bet. What would that mean?
I'll do that or something.
It means that you're second rate. That is a slang term of affirmation, agreement, or approval along the lines of cool or I'm down. It can also suggest doubt or disbelief. Yeah, sure. You know.
So it's approval and disbelief. Slow clap for Gingy right there.
It's funny. Every generation comes up with a new word for cool.
Totally tubular.
This may be the worst. That's bad. Okay, boomer. Yeah, I know what that means.
That's not a word. It's
And guess what? I don't care what you think. Get off my lawn. Okay, boomer is a viral internet slang phrase used often in a humorous or ironic manner to call out or dismiss out of touch or closed-minded opinions associated.
Yeah. Hurry up. Come on. In the comments, just say that to me.
Associated with the baby boomer generation, older people more generally. Well, you know what? I think you're unbet.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Take that. Slap. This one at least.
What the heck does that mean? Back when I was a kid, it was that.
I've heard. What does that mean? Slap. It means something good, right? It means like that's slap.
What's the
something
score?
like that.
2-2.
Slap is a slang verb meaning to be excellent or amazing. Yeah.
So, if the pizza was good, you're gonna say that slapped. Help this generation. This generation's hopeless.
See, I've heard that one. It's especially used to refer to a song someone finds extremely good. As in, this song slaps. Now, I don't see how they could even learn this word since a song hasn't slapped since the 17th century. When a track makes you want to get up and move, it slaps. Well,
if it makes you want to get up and move away from the cassette, phone, not cassette player, obviously.
Especially used of music, slaps are sometimes extended to anything considered excellent or amazing. This pasta slaps.
Pasta? You abomination.
The new season of the show slaps, or this definition slaps hard AF. All right, let's see another one. Loki is, I know what Loki is the trickster god of the Norse myths. Okay, yeah. Loki can variously mean quiet, restrained, moderate, or easy, and that's what it always meant. It can also behave as an adverb, meaning of low or moderate intensity.
Wait, don't adverbs have to end in like AY, like...
doing something, but in a chill way. For instance, we're having a party at my place, but keeping it low-key. That's what it's always meant.
I am an innovator.
These stupid kids can't even invent their own slang.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we speak English around here, young man. It's America.
Simp is obviously a nerd or a wimp, right?
You know, whenever you're scrolling through Brett Cooper's comment section, in the comment section, you'll see this word about 5 to 10,000 times. Like here. No, I'm not playing that at all. Come on, people. Look. Okay. If we raise enough money to give me a brand spanking new laptop, I will do nice edits like that.
Simp is a slang insult for men who are seen as too attentive and submissive to women, especially out of failed hope of winning some entitled sexual attention or activity from them. The word simp is meant to troll young men for doing anything for a girl to get some action he supposedly deserves. Yeah, that's what, all right, so I guess that one.
All too easy.
Riz.
It's like dating jargon.
I'm going to say that means laughable, like from risible. Is that a word that a Zoomer would even know? Am I being ridiculous?
Ridiculous.
Is Riz just like, blowing into a straw? No, Riz is attractiveness, charm, or skill in flirtation that allows one to easily attract romantic or sexual partners. I've lost my Riz, but I think it's a sign to focus on school. What a simp. Riz up is to flirt with. She's too busy rizzing up that I don't
Wait.
even.
What?
Simp. Riz up.
She? What? Huh? Huh? This doesn't make sense in context. Why would you? Why would you?
Up just to flirt with. She's too busy rizzing up that. I don't even know what that means. Riz. I wonder what the etymology of that is. These people are strange.
Strange.
Baddie means goody, right? A female who can hold her own and.
Oh. Come on. Ladylike Food, July 11th, 2016. Why? Wouldn't.
Take care of herself. She's very pretty and independent. She's a baddie. She don't take nothing from nobody.
She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend.
All right. Bussin'.
This reminds me of the time I used ChatGPT to try to modernize something, and it put in all these slang terms, and then I started going into convulsions. And then I asked it to take the slang terms out.
That is when, is it kissing? No, what would you say if something was really good? I didn't know.
Oh, that's someone's name. Thank goodness. Because I was going to say, if Tay, I didn't know your mama could. Where's Bussin'? Oh, JJ. Yeah. First of all, you didn't capitalize I and it's supposed to in the sentence. Yay? What is this? King James wasn't? Yay. Her food be bussin'. If.
No, your mama could cook this good. Yeah, her food be bussin'. No.
No! No!
No, I'm sorry. You have to take that one back. The Zoomers have to replace that with something more appropriate.
Appropriate? Like what? Like, I don't know. English? Suspicious.
Now, in England, that meant to smoke out, to figure something out. He sussed you out. I'm going to bet that English phrase has now come to these benighted people in their savage land.
Savages?
Suspicious, yeah, that's it. He called in sick on the day we all stayed for dinner, which seemed a little bit sus to me. They used it as kind of a verb, but it meant the same sort of thing. That's it? All right, well,
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Gen Z is doomed, but not as doomed. Electricity got too cheap in Finland, so the country's largest nuclear plant is cutting back in order to drive up prices. So nuclear energy's been so productive over in Finland, where they're building reactors like these, where they had to shut them down to drive energy prices up, which is really impressive. Of course, these guys are getting free electricity. It says, quote, prices dropped below zero on Wednesday of last week, and then they went up to only 0.3 cents per kilowatt hours, like that. Wow. So that's a lot of energy that nuclear can produce. It's really interesting. And look at this picture here. Sugar, coal, fat, gasoline, uranium. But, that's a good news story here. Here is a slightly bad news story for all of you Microsoft users out there. This is reason number 200 why I don't use a Mac. I'm just going to let you read that. Okay. Now that that's out the way, they read this tweet, quote, from Microsoft 365 Insider, which, side note, this is the new Microsoft 365 app. That's an Outlook, the email app. And let me zoom in so I can show you this button. Okay. Yeah. And over to the next. We're not going to do the story. Anyway, so speaking of NTB, one of the most interesting stories, one of the stories that probably would have came from a Gen Z, but didn't. It sounds like it comes straight from a Gen Z TikToker, but no, it's not. It's from an Indian, not Native American, Indian official ordered an entire reservoir drained to find his phone after he dropped it while taking a selfie. This is NTB level right here. He was suspended after he drained an essential reservoir to find his phone. They sent divers in. They couldn't find the phone, right? He dropped it in. He drained the reservoir into some nearby field, pumping millions of water out of the Karakara Dam in central India. He was suspended, and guess what? Guess what? The phone didn't work when he recovered it because it was under tons of water. What do you think is going to happen? And his excuse for it was, get this, it had sensitive government data on it. It is under tons of water. What do you think is going to happen? What, you think Pakistan or whoever's India's rivals are going to start diving in the dam to go swimming into the river to go recover your Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra? Because it says like a $1,200 Galaxy phone. And go down there and get all the government data off? What were you thinking? You drained a dam to get your phone? It took the workers 3 days to pump out all the water. Millions of liters of water were pumped out. I mean, this is crazy. That is just no. He has been suspended because he wasted gallons on top of gallons of water. Which, yeah, of course he's suspended. But that's just crazy. No. All right, we have a review to do right now. We have the barcode scanner, Terra scanner, model 5100. Thank you to Galaxy Tech Review for sending me this device. All right, so this device comes with a charging cable and a little tiny USB dongle. It's around here somewhere. But this cable also works with here, so you can charge it like such. And also when it's plugged in to your computer. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, okay. It comes with a little book so you can program it. It's only 1D, so it doesn't work on QR codes, but it does work on barcodes. So I have this magazine here. Answers in Genesis. Let me see if I can find a barcode. Oh, here it is. Down at the bottom of the screen, right here. It is connected to my computer, and I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so look at the top of the, here, see, there's a QR code from Edge. Doesn't work, right? Well, it wouldn't have worked anyway. Disregard that. I want to scan my book now and note the address bar. Ooh, it searched and it found the code from my Answers in Genesis magazine. It is fast. It can scan 1D barcodes. Extremely useful, and it's also wireless. If you use the wireless function, then of course you have to plug the dongle into the computer and make sure that this is charged. But it doesn't have to be charged, I think, if it's plugged in like that. So yes, that is a 1D barcode scanner. And before we leave, we have one more video. It's about the iPhone 14, and if you used to get your kids one. So, you know, the debate over if you used to get your kids an iPhone is here. And the Astute Tech website, you know, known for the commentary, has weighed in on discussing on if you should get your kid the iPhone 14.
As you all know, I am the founder of Apple, Tim Apple. Please clap. Here at Apple, we believe you should think different. And that's why you need to do what all the other parents are doing and get your kids an iPhone.
Samsung. 3 cameras instead of 2. That's all I have to say.
iPhones aren't just great
Not a 14, that's a Pro, but okay.
for turning adults into distracted, irritable drones. They can now ruin children's brains too. Just think of the possibilities. All the worst people in the entire world will now have instant access to your kids 24/7.
I mean, ish, but that is an exaggeration. And also, by the same flipped coin to that logic, all the best people will have instant access. So...
And there's nothing you can do about it.
What is he talking about? There's like those family plan thingy on it. Or you could just tell your kid not to talk to strangers and trust them, which is why you get them the phone in the first place. But it's a stretch, but okay.
Haven't had that awkward birds and the bees talk with your kids yet? Now you won't have to, because they'll have access to all kinds of the weirdest pornography at all hours of the day. Hold for applause. When they're as young as 7 or 8 years old, they'll learn all about sex.
Okay.
And frankly, they'll know more weird sex stuff than you could ever dream.
This one... Okay.
How does that even work? I don't know. I'm going to have to ask my kids. Are you worried that your kid won't fit in with all the anxious, depressed, mentally ill kids?
Dang! Well, we heard it here first, guys. Kids who own iPhones are anxious, depressed, and mentally ill, which is why...
At school, now that you've gotten them an iPhone, they are sure to develop at least 17 new mental illnesses within the first month, or your money back. That is the Apple guarantee. If you don't get your kid an iPhone, they won't fit in with all the other kids. They might even stay straight, or even worse, cisgender. And worst of all, they might not even become a furry. Apple has partnered with social media companies like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook to ensure that your kid will be 100% brainwashed into woke ideology.
Man, they should have partnered with notthebee.
You won't have to parent your kids anymore because they'll be parented by some blue-haired lady on TikTok. Which, let's be honest, leaves you more time to tune in to the next even woker season of Ted Lasso. Only on Apple TV. It's the right choice. It's the only choice. It's, of course, the mandatory choice. And if you don't get your kids an iPhone, well, let's just say that President Xi won't be too happy with you.
What? Think different. Star. Unless you don't want to like what you think. And there's probably some ad for...
And one more thing. Apple has entered into a groundbreaking relationship with Samsung, Windows, Zune, and Palm.
Zune? You mean the MP3 players? Palm? Palm hasn't been relevant since 2019. And why on earth is the Windows logo from 1998?
Ensuring that no matter if you use iPhone or a lesser device.
The full power. This thing has decks, for crying out loud. I have Sunbird on here. How? If this was a Z Flip, I'd flip it right in half.
Your kids will be sexually indoctrinated.
What about LG? LG. Well, they do sell iPhones in LG stores, so...
Hey, you!
Oh, there's no. Hey, this is sponsored by one of those parental control spy app thingies. All right. Well, I believe that's all I have for you today. Good night. God bless. Tech talk to you later. And God bless America.